What's good, YouTube? You already know what it is. It's your girl, Coop, and I'm back with another. So, y'all ever seen a baby that be sleep like dead to the world, but will wake up just to grab his pacifier and put it in his mouth and go right back to sleep? That's my baby. But anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, click that bell on the side so you get notified every time I post a video. This video is a story time. About how I told my family that I was pregnant with my first child. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about how I told my family, like how I found out I was pregnant and how I told my family. So this is how it happened. So I was like, I forgot how old I was. I'm 23 now, so I was like 21 going on 22. I don't know how old I was. Anyways, so I was in my ex house. He was my boyfriend at the time. I was at his house, and I kept telling him, like, I think I'm pregnant. Well, I didn't tell him. I was like hinting, like, I think I'm pregnant, stuff like that. And me wanting a baby so bad, I wanted a baby so bad, like, I really did. I just act like I didn't, because I didn't want to get disappointed. You could even ask him. I would tell him, like, I don't want to take a pregnancy test to get disappointed when I'm not, if it says I'm not pregnant. So I used to always think I'm pregnant, but this specific time, like, I just really thought I was pregnant. Like, I knew I was pregnant, because you know how people are. We got a Siri. I got an iPhone. I go to Siri. I ask Siri, what are the symptoms? What are the first symptoms of pregnancy? Whatever. So I googled that first, and I read the stuff. It say nausea, constant urination, saliva. It say when you spit a lot, you're pregnant. Like, it said, like, all the stuff that I had. Like, then I missed my periods. My period was like 2 days late, 3 days late. So before I took the test, I had already told my mom, I was like, Mama, my period is late. And she was like, it happens sometimes, don't worry about it. You probably just stressing, that's why your period late. And I was like, okay. Then my boyfriend at the time, I was telling him, and he was like, I'm finna go to the store and get your pregnancy test, and when I get back, you gonna take it. Simple. And I didn't really want to take it. But he went and got it. At first, he wasn't gonna get it, because the store we went to, they had no pregnancy test. Well, he went, I think he went by himself to get the pregnancy test. I don't think I went. He went by himself to get the pregnancy test. Yeah, he did. He went by himself. And he was calling me. He was like,
they don't have it here. Do you want me to get from such and such? I was like, it don't really matter. I don't care.
And I was like, don't worry about it. Just come back to the house. But he got it anyways. And when he got there, we went in the restroom, and I knew I had to pee, but I didn't want to pee in front of him. Like, if that makes sense. He was my boyfriend at the time, but I was still not very comfortable peeing in front of him. Like, I wasn't. So I sat there and I was like, he was like, you gonna pee? I was like, I don't have to pee. And then he had to go somewhere with his mom. Well, his mama took him somewhere. And then that's why I peed. And the second I peed, them two lines was bright red. I still got the pregnancy test, actually. I kept it. It was bright red. Like, it wasn't no faint line or nothing. It was bright red. And I immediately started crying. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. I was like, bro, I'm pregnant. Like, it's a baby inside of my stomach. Like, I was so dramatic. Because, like I told him before, I didn't think I could get pregnant. Because, one reason, because me and him, we tried to have a baby together. And it never happened. And then, like, I was convinced that I can't have kids. I can't get pregnant because, yeah. I was convinced that after what happened to me, I can't get pregnant. So I was like, I give up. I can't get pregnant, so I'm not gonna worry about getting pregnant. Like, yeah, so after I took the test, I had specifically told him not to tell nobody. I don't want to tell nobody yet. But the first person he told was his brother. His one of his brothers that he's close to. I think he's close to him. I'm assuming. By the way, they act with each other. He told him. That was the first person he told. I knew he was going to tell him. So, yeah. And, like, I was just crying. I was like, oh, my God. And he was like, we can do this. And I was like, I'm not ready. I can't be a mother. I can't raise a child. Like, I was scared. But once, like, it got through my head that I was pregnant, he had the pregnancy test. And I specifically said, don't tell nobody, because I don't want to tell nobody yet. He was on the phone with his sister. And he sent her a picture. He think I was dumb. I'm not dumb. He sent her a picture. And his phone was loud. I heard his sister response. Like, obvious. Like, I heard her response. He told her. It made me mad, but at the moment, I just didn't care. But, yeah, and then I think, I don't remember when I told my mama. But, wait, I do remember. I think it was the next day or two. And I called her and I was like, Mom, I'm finna send you this picture. Don't let nobody see it. Like, that was my exact words to her. Don't let nobody see it. Don't let nobody see this picture. I'm finna send you. And I sent it to her. And her response was, did you let him see it? Do he know? Did you let him see it? Did he know? And I was like, huh? I I thought she was mad at me. So I texted her back. I was like, Mama, I was like, I really forgot what I texted her back, but I know I was mad. So I was like, I basically was like, don't forget I told you or whatever. I forgot. I know. I thought she was mad. So when she called me, I was like, you act like you were mad at me or something. And she was like, no, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be mad? You graduated high school. You're grown. Like, my mom told me as long as I graduated, she's happy. She was happy because I graduated high school. And like, I wasn't a teen mom basically. Because I think I was like 21, 22 when I got pregnant. I was 21. No, I was 22. Yes, I was 22. Yeah, I was 22 because I'm about to get to be 24 now. I'm about to get to be 24 now. So I was 22. So I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. Yeah, but I was 22 now that I think about it. Because I'm about to be 24 now. In 5 months and 24 days. I'm going to be 22. So, when I said, okay, I told her, after I told her, like, she was happy, like, because she said, she was like, it's different when it's your daughter, when your daughter gets pregnant from your boys, because when it's your daughter, you know it's your grandbaby. When it's your little boys, it's like, you kind of don't really know, because you know the female, it's me, like, I'm her daughter and I'm having the baby, so it's her grandkid automatically. So she was happy for me. Like, I'm thinking about it now, like, she was so happy. Like, but I went through a lot of complications with him. I passed out in my boyfriend at the time. I passed out in his restroom. He was asleep. He didn't know nothing. I passed out. And that night I passed out, I said to myself, when this baby get here, and when he get older, he able to understand, I'm going to tell him I went through hell to get you. I passed out in the restroom. Like, passed out fainting. I think it's like the same thing. But like, I went in the restroom. Well, I was laying down and I felt something like, I don't know if I felt something like wet. Like, I felt a liquid on my legs, So I went to the restroom and it was blood, like. So after that, I stood and I looked in the mirror and then I started feeling lightheaded, like I just felt woozy, like you know how you feel when you drunk and like you just out of there, like I was just lightheaded as heck. I was just very, very lightheaded. And then all of a sudden, I woke up laying on the bathroom floor. And then that's when I got up. Like, I had to like come back to my senses. And I got up. And that's when I called my mom. First person I called was my mama. Everybody in the house was asleep. So I called my mom and I was like, Mama, I need you to take me to the emergency room and such and such. That's another story. I'm doing another story time on it. But okay, so when I told my brother, well, hold on. Let me rewind. Well, I'm gonna do him last, okay? So when I told my middle brother, he basically was nonchalant about it. Like, I know he cared, but he acted like it didn't bother him. Like, I don't really know if he was worried about it, cause I was on FaceTime with his girlfriend at the time, and my mama was like, "Maisha got something to tell you," and then I was scared. Cause it's my brother. Like, that's my brother. Like, I was nervous, and then I just came out. I was like, "I'm pregnant," and he was like, "Oh." That kind of made me feel some type of way, cause like, you're my brother, like, but I wasn't tripping. He was just like, "Oh, okay," and he was like, "By who?" And I was like, "My boyfriend, my boyfriend at the time." So, yeah, I told him. Then my oldest brother called. Okay, this is a story. My oldest brother, he's incarcerated. He been incarcerated since I was about 14, 15. And when he first went to jail, we had like a conversation on the phone, and I was little. And he said, "It's two things I don't want you to do while I'm in jail. I want you to wait till I come home." He said, "I want you to get married, and I don't want you to have no kids." So, before I even got pregnant, I asked him, I was like, "What would you do?" I was like, "You remember the two things you told me not to do until you come home?" He was like, "Yes." And I was like, "What would you do if I was to have a baby?" And we had a conversation, because like my brother, he know how to use his words and stuff. And he was like, "I wouldn't be mad because you're grown and you actually like listen, and like basically like he gave me approval, because like really, if he wouldn't have said he wouldn't be mad at me if I was to have a baby while he was incarcerated, I really wouldn't have had no kids. Like, my oldest brother is like my best friend. Like, I tell him like everything. Like, I tell my middle brother stuff too, but like my oldest brother, he's like more understanding. Like, he's older, so he's experienced more. Like, if you get what I'm saying. Or like he's kind of more understanding. But yeah, so like if my oldest brother wouldn't have made a like telling me that he wouldn't be mad if I was to have a baby while he in jail, if he wouldn't have said that, I wouldn't have had no kid. Like, because my, like, I love my mom, I love my brothers, I love my mom, I love both my brothers, I love my granny, like, I love my father, like, I love my niece, like, I love my whole family. But if I had to talk to somebody, it will be my oldest brother, because I've always told him everything, so it's not hard talking to him. Like, I don't stumble over talking to him. Like, I could tell him everything, and if I ask him not to tell nobody, he's not gonna tell nobody. And he'll be like, "This is between me and you, sister." And I'll be like, "Okay, brother." And I tell him like, but yeah, when I told him I was pregnant, he wanted to know if it was a boy or a girl. Yeah, I wanted to know too, because when I first found out I was pregnant, everybody asked me, "What do you want to have, a boy or a girl?" I was like, "I don't know." And then when I started to think about it, I was thinking to myself, I want a boy. I forgot my reasoning why I wanted a boy. I wanted a boy. I think it's so I won't have to comb hair. But look, now, I still gotta comb hair. And I have a boy. And I'm not cutting his hair until he tell me he wants a haircut. I said that before I even had him. Because my oldest brother asked me, am I going to cut his hair? When he's born, am I going to cut his hair? And that's why I was like, no, I'm going to wait till he tell me he wants a haircut. When he tell me he wants to cut his hair, that's when I'm going to cut his hair. And my brother was like, that's going to be a while. But I don't know. So, who else did I tell? Oh, I told my stepdaddy. My stepdaddy was just like, I forgot what he said. Like, I forgot what he said. But I know he was happy because I'm like a daughter to him. Like, I'm like a daughter to him, and now my son, he loves his papa. All you gotta do is tell him, go get papa, and he can go right to him. So, dang, I think I'm gonna cut that part out. What else? That's really about it. That's how, and how I told my granny. I actually didn't tell her. My brother's girlfriend at the time mentioned it to her, and she kind of figured it out. So I actually didn't tell her. And who else? And then I told my father. I told my daddy. I forgot his reaction. Really, because I didn't tell him. My mama told him. So, like, yeah, I think that's everybody. I think. And then, once the immediate family found out, the whole family found out, and they was like, what? Quiet Maisha is pregnant? You know what they say? The quiet ones are the sneaky ones. And that's very true. And then once I started looking pregnant, people was like, oh my gosh, you pregnant? Like, do you not see this big belly in front of me? Because before I got pregnant, I was skinny. So when I got pregnant, when I started showing, it was very noticeable. Because I was like all stomach. I was all stomach when I was pregnant. Like, I gained weight. Yeah, I did gain weight. I know I think about it. I gained weight, but it was nothing but baby weight. Because right after I had them, I actually went back to my size. Like, I snapped back right after I had them. But I started eating the wrong stuff, and I gained all of my weight before that. But I'm working out now to get it off. And I'm determined. I'm determined. But that's really everybody. I told my mom, my dad, my stepdad, my granny, my brother, my oldest brother. I think I told my sister. I think I did. I did tell her. I texted to her. She was very happy for me. My sister was... Oh, my grandma, my dad's mom, told her. don't remember her reaction. But, yeah. Only people that really reacted was my mom, my oldest brother, and that's it. It's only people that really reacted. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's really it. I had fun doing this list story time about how I told my family that I was pregnant. So I might do more story times rather than like I'm gonna do like other videos. I might do mostly story times because this was fun. Like, yeah, this was fun. But yeah, that's really the end of the video. So yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's like 2, almost 3 in the morning. And I made this schedule where I wake up at 9 o'clock every morning and I work out. But I've been going to sleep late. So my alarm go off and my baby be in the bed watching TV on the side of me while I still be asleep for like an extra 30 minutes. But I don't want to do this in the morning. But it look like I am. So I'm gonna clock out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click that bell on the side so you can get notified every time I post a video. Make sure you follow my Instagram, Snapchat in the description. My Instagram is nothing's impossible _. My Snapchat is Coop 23K lowercase and number 20. The number 23 in the lowercase k. Yeah. Go follow that. Go follow me. Yeah, just go follow me. Stalk my social media. I don't care what you do. Just don't be a weirdo. But, yeah, it's your girl Coop. Big Coop, not the little one. I'm out. Peace.